Welcome to the spoiler section where we get to spoil Dark Phoenix. I'm glad that you stayed here because you don't want to spend money.
Do not watch this movie.
Right. I should have put that at the end of the actual review.
We give it a 3.
Okay.
I mean, 3's
good. I should have just been like, stick around. Welcome to the spoiler section. Okay, so how do we spoil this? So they go into space, okay? And the Dark Phoenix entity is like a fucking Galactus. You remember the Final Fantasy, the Fantastic Four entity of Galactus goes inside of her body and lights her eyes up, and it makes her feel good but be more aggressive every time she gets pissed off or she gets, stressed out.
Thirsty. Mm-hmm. She was like excessively thirsty.
Yeah, and I thought we was gonna get some thirsty scenes. We didn't get no thirsty scenes. I didn't buy that they were even in a relationship. I was
they
like, what?
Kissed.
I was like, what you doing in her room, Cyclone? Get out. All right. Anyway.
I didn't mean thirsty that way. She drank like 7 things of punch and just kept drinking.
Mm-hmm. And because she's hot.
Yeah.
On the inside.
We got
outside.
a really extended scene with Dazzler, right?
Yeah.
It was like 3 seconds long.
Yeah, so you don't really see the other kids in the Xavier school except for, a few times. The few times you do, they're all rocking out, having fun in the forest. And I was like, yeah, okay, so they do use that forest from time to time, I guess, to have parties and shit.
Xavier watches them. Like, there's cameras out there, and he's just sitting there going,
He watches them with spectral fucking thermal analysis and sees that
Which kids are getting hot.
Which kids are getting hot. And she's really hot.
It was really weird.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
No,
that's exactly what happened.
We're making a better movie right now. A more interesting movie.
They are.
It
They're
was Beast
and
Raven.
Yeah, but they're watching all the kids, watching the kids get hot. It's weird.
Whatever.
Remember when we used to party? I was like, you guys are like 22.
And then Debbie Downer over there is like, all of our friends are dead. We need to run away. Oh, great.
Here's the thing that pisses me the most off is they make Xavier a fucking moron.
He's a dick.
He's a dick. He's a moron. He does the morally wrong thing, which is his whole character goes against what, we know him as. For 19 films, you depict him in one way, and then the 20th, well, I don't know if this is the 20th, but if it is, he's completely the opposite, and you realize this guy was a big fucking fraud. He basically takes her trauma, and he brainwashes her out of it, and recruits her.
And then lies about it.
That's like creepy as shit. He's like, I'm going to fucking erase all your memories or change your memories. And now you're just going to work for me and be at my school. And I will be your teacher.
And I'll record you at all times and watch your heat levels.
To see your heat levels. I'm like, really? And that is what gets them in trouble because she has trauma and she's having trouble dealing. Now, she probably would have exploded anyway with the rage just because she's being possessed. But these two subplots just happen to make each other worse, I guess. And so
then they put in harm's way, too.
Mm-hmm. So she goes to her father's house, and she realizes her parents aren't dead. He hid the fact that my father's alive. Oh, my father doesn't like me because I killed my mom because I was like, everybody shut up. I want to listen to the song I want to listen to. And she couldn't control her powers, killed her parents in a car accident. Mm-hmm. And so she freaks out, and she ends up killing Mystique, or as they call her, Raven here.
Which is so stupid because for the next 10 minutes, all of the characters keep asking, whose blood is that on your shirt? So she's
got some blood on her shirt the whole film.
She knocks Raven back like 60 feet into like these spikes that appear out of nowhere.
No,
so
it was more like 10 feet, which is like,
still.
Mystique, you didn't notice that there was a big old fucking spike here, and you're going to plant yourself in front of it and start talking to her? Oh,
yeah, but
what just happened?
How is she covered in blood? There's no, because all she did was knock her backwards, and there's no way that the blood is gonna like splatter all the way across the street on her shirt. So the whole thing, like Magneto keeps asking her, "Whose blood is that? Whose blood is that?" It's like there's no way blood could have gotten on her shirt.
Oh, wait a minute.
There's no way
because she was holding her, or she'd grab her hand. No, she didn't even touch her.
She didn't even touch her. She just knocks her really far backwards, and she splats really far away.
Plot hole.
And then it's like, oh, I'm covered in blood. How? Because he kept asking, whose blood is that? It's like, I don't know whose blood that is because it cannot be Raven's.
And that's another thing that kind of made me upset. It's like, Jean goes over there to find Magneto. He's like, "Hey, I need you to help me," and he's like kind of egging her on. He's like, "I want to see this power," and then she turns out like she like does her power and stuff. He's like, "What the fuck? You're not supposed to do that. Get out of here." It's like, you were egging her on.
Yeah,
Like,
you're the one
wanted
who's
to see the Dark Phoenix. Yeah. She showed you the Dark Phoenix
later
and
on.
Now you're like, "Get out of here."
Yeah.
I was like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Well, it was because he wanted her to use her powers on me. We're gonna fight. I'm bro, and I'm fucking awesome.
No.
And I'm gonna beat you up. But military shows up, and he's like, "God damn it, man! You said we could have this land. You're gonna take our land. We ain't here to take your land." You know, he's like, "We're here for her," and she's
How
like,
do they know that she's there? There's no reason.
There's no I don't fucking
And they're
know.
like, the big thing is,
This
I
script
can't.
is so stupid.
I can't track Jean. Where's Jean? She's blocked me out of her brain.
But the military
And the
kid-
military and these weird aliens like know where she is at all. There's like 7 aliens, and they know where she is at all times.
Everything happens on a dime.
Right, but I did like the scene. That's what I'm telling you. I did like the scene where you know she's trying to fuck with the helicopters.
Yes,
and he's like,
that
"Cut it
was the
out!"
best-
I'm trying to
that
talk
was
to
the
them.
best acting right there.
And I believe that he was struggling. It's like, damn, go. I'm Magneto. This is my thing.
It was so goofy to me because I just kept thinking of the South Park episode where all the psychics are just like trying to do their psychic power because both actors and the actor and actresses are both going like, ugh, and then trying to like
It
do
was
nothing
like that.
harder.
Only way better because
Oh.
Michael Fassbender.
He was
awesome.
amazing, but
South
it was
Park did it better.
terrible.
No, it didn't. Anyways, in a jokey way, it did. But anyways, so she's like, "All right, you're gonna outcast me from this place," and then they realize that you know, all of a sudden, Beast has a character turn where it's like, "Oh, well, you accidentally killed my girlfriend, right, Mystique? I'm going to murder you." Beast,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
intellectual one.
The moral one.
The moral one, the whole film franchise. Okay, fine. So now he wants to kill her, so he steals the fucking X-Jet, lands the X-Jet, and Magneto's like, "Hey, help me kill her." And Magneto's like, "What? Get out of here." And he's like, "He killed Mystique." "What? Let's go."
Yeah. Oh, let me get my helmet. It'll be fine.
Everything- Yeah, everything's like real quick.
Okay, so we go over, and so she's going to kill, and then, you know, Xavier finds out. He's like, "Oh, shit. I need, you know, Nightcrawler. Can you know, bring us?" So now...
Nightcrawler could teleport anywhere.
Nightcrawler now apparently with Xavier's help, he can teleport anywhere. I was like, man, why didn't you fucking do this some other time?
Yeah.
You know, hold him. But anyway, so he's about to go get her. Magneto and his crew of mutants with the Beast.
Dreadlock guy, Beast, and then I don't know.
Psychic girl.
Psychic girl.
Can talk to you in your mind.
Yeah,
girl.
she was manipulating.
But she
Nightcrawler.
had shanks.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
She could shank people.
It's a cool outfit. I hated Dreadlock
No,
guy.
I thought she was fucking stupid.
Compared to Dreadlock guy, she's the best character in this movie. Dreadlock guy is just like whipping his hair back and forth, and he's somehow beating one of the most powerful mutants ever. Storm's just like, I can't beat hair. I can beat literally everything else, but I cannot beat
Yeah,
hair.
because she threw ice cubes at him on
She
the
could
top
have
of
just
a bus.
froze his hair and just ripped it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like
hit. Or I thought she was gonna pull a Halle Berry. Do you know what happens to weird-looking frog-headed
toad people or something.
Safety that happens to everything else. Oh,
I
really?
miss Halle Berry.
I like this actress.
She's great,
better than
but-
Halle Berry
but-
as Storm. But her power levels are wildly inconsistent, and it's like, what the fuck? So they encounter each other. They're like, no, don't go kill
And
her.
that's
I'm gonna
where-
go kill her, and then they run to go kill her.
And that's where all the civilians are there, and you
Yeah.
see Cyclops blow off like the roof of a car, and people are like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Beast
the
forgets
fuck?
how to cross
So
the
many
street.
people.
So like Beast decides, oh, I need to run away. So he doesn't know how to like walk around cars. He starts like randomly
on
jumping, and the
cars.
cars are crashing because he just doesn't know how to use his legs. Apparently, it's so dumb.
He could have cleared it.
But as they're fighting, Magneto makes it through. And
That
I thought
stupid
this
part.
part was a little badass. No, with the helmet, yes, it's a stupid part. But the helmet crushing scene, so he's like, she's like, "Oh, you're here to kill me after you outcasted me," and he's like, "Yeah," and so he's like, "Ugh," and he takes the what do you call it, metal handles
Yeah, from the
on the
banister, yeah.
railings,
Mhm.
and he almost like pokes her eye out, and she's like, LOL, just kidding. Because she lets it get really, really close, and then she crushes his head with his
But
helmet on. She could have killed him right there, but then she just pops the helmet
Well,
open
yeah,
for no
before
reason.
that, the thing that I found pretty stupid is like he raised the subway train to the top,
through the asphalt
Why?
for
Why?
no reason.
Why?
Wait a minute.
There was a bus right there. Why didn't you use the bus?
There was no reason for him to do it.
Oh, okay.
That's what
No,
was, like,
there was a
stupid.
reason.
He's
There was
there
a
for,
very
like,
good
2
reason.
minutes.
You fucking missed it, guys. You weren't paying attention.
Oh, okay.
As he's walking in, it slides very close to him, and it makes him look badass.
But there was a bus. The same.
There's a giant
he
double-decker
could've
bus
used
for
the
no
bus.
reason. It's just like, oh, we're gonna push this against
He's there
the.
for 2 minutes.
And he's like, and the ground is vibrating. It's like,
Yeah, I
no.
was like, what is he doing? I thought he was trying to burst into the building or something. But no, he lifts up a fucking subway.
See, hasn't he lifted like giant bridges and stadiums and all this stuff? And he's like having a tough time with like a single car
well,
of a subway.
that's a different Magneto. You're talking about the old Magneto and it was doing the bridges and shit. Ian McKellen.
So good Magneto,
Yeah.
and now we have bad Magneto.
No, I like Michael Fassbender.
I like Michael Fassbender, but this
Magneto.
depiction of Magneto is bad.
No, his maneuvers are bad. Like, what are you doing? Why did you do that?
That was pointless.
All right.
This was pointless.
Anyway, so a lot of the fighting in this is pointless. Yeah,
Yes.
it looks impressive. You just pulled I've never seen that before. Subway gets pulled out from underground and get pushed up above ground and slowly, slides behind him, but doesn't touch him because remember he's Magneto and he wouldn't let the metal
But it doesn't
touch
even
him.
block the door because people could still.
No,
get
he
the-
did block the door. That's what it was originally for, so he could
People-
block the door.
that's how
But
the
people could just
military-
come in.
Cyclops just came in
That's how the
anyway. He's just like,
military went through.
yeah.
So at the last minute, he tries to kill her, and then Xavier shows up. She's like, "Okay, you try to kill me too," and he's like, "No, never, no, never." he pulls a happening. No, never, no. What? No.
And she makes him walk.
And she makes him walk, which I mean looked pretty, realistic. So she was marionette him. They were trying to make the scene all fucked up because why would you do that to Xavier? Jeez. But I was like, yeah, do it to him. This guy's a fucking asshole, with his character turn. That he's been manipulating Jean Grey and covering up. The whole thing about Xavier's character is healing. So when he was like guiding her and says, "You're not broken, come and live with us. I can show you a better way." He would have told her what happened with the parents. Well, apparently he did not. He lied to her, changed the events around, and it makes his whole moral message in vain and ring hollow. So she doesn't end up killing him because he can't look into her mind anymore to use his powers on her. And he's like, "Look into my mind," and she's like, "All right." And then she realizes he really does care. Even though he manipulated her, he was sorry he did it. And so she let him go. And then she just was like, "I don't want these powers. I never asked for this. I never asked for this.
I can't control.
I can't control it.
Deus Ex. Anyway, so she grabs the girl with the white hair. She's like, "You want this gift? Take it." And so she tries to give the gift but it only does half a gift. Because Cyclops comes in and shoots the lady. Okay?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Then we rush directly to the next scene of the train.
Yeah, it was
On the
kind
train.
of dumb.
Because the military came in and arrested everybody. They have weapons to stop. And that's the thing I wanted to talk about in spoilers, where it's like the military's like, "Oh, everybody loves X-Men. You saved the shuttle," because they launched the shuttle and it goes out of control. And they save the shuttle. Everybody comes back. They're clapping. The president's like, "What's up, Xavier, bro? Let's go for drinks." And they're friends, right? And then the next scene, she trips a few police cars, and then it's like, "Destroy all the X-Men. I want to sign a bill that says fuck all the mutants.
Internment camps.
Murder all them all." Because one cop car, no, 2 or 3 flipped over. Really?
She didn't even hurt any of the cops.
And I think they imply that the cops are dead if you try to give the movie the benefit of the doubt. When the military
I refuse
visits
to.
Magneto, he's like, "Yeah, well, those police officers had family too." When Magneto's like, "This is my family." This
Do we
is
see
fam-"
them die? We don't see them die at
But
all.
we don't see them die.
They
right?
get out of
So
the
they
car and
jacked
pull
it
their
up.
guns.
Yeah, we see one car, but the other one we don't see them get out.
Right, which means the whole motivation for, the president and the U.S. government in this film is jacked up. But no, they come out here with fucking stun guns to heighten the fucking scene's tension, but it doesn't do it. They arrest them all. I'm like, really? The X-Men? The combined power of X-Men and Magneto are going to die, or not die, but lose to the government, I guess. Because Dark Phoenix kicked their ass already and they're low level, low power, whatever. They get
They
captured.
got sneak attack or something.
Yeah.
They all got shot
Yeah.
outside.
So, and the whole thing is these aliens drop down, right? And they inhabit the bodies of some, I don't know, upper class hoity-toity people to infiltrate
We
police
don't even know who
and
it is.
some socialite
FBI agents, because he's like
ladies.
FBI.
Right, but they picked up an FBI badge at Toys
I
R Us
don't know.
because she was. I didn't know she was in the
That's
FBI.
the first- yeah, nobody did. It's like FBI.
And their powers
See,
are to
that's
sink in
it.
your gut.
Yeah, it's just like I can.
Stomach ache, stop it.
You get the Bee Gees.
No, it twists it around pretty good. And they want the power of the Dark Phoenix to
destroy
to
Earth
either
or
get
take
revenge
over.
for, but here, get this. They either want the power of the Dark Phoenix to rebirth their world on Earth and reconstitute, or they want revenge on it because it killed them, their original world. So either, well, I guess they want both. But still, it's like, okay, cool.
I like how they were recapping the scene. It's like, yeah, we saw you. They're like right behind him. I was like, did you guys not
Did
notice
not
them?
see- yeah.
You look out the window.
Yeah, you're just like,
They were
there's
right
a big
behind you
spaceship
guys.
right there. What the fuck is that?
Beep, beep, beep.
Nobody
There's
noticed.
no sensors on the X jet, apparently. No, Joe, the aliens have advanced technology. Why does everything need to be spelled out for you, Joe? Okay, so let me explain the whole story to you.
Mm-hmm.
So the aliens are super
Hey,
powerful.
Anybody notice this?
But they don't have any weapons, and
And
they
the
refuse to
aliens
use
say
weapons.
that Dark Phoenix kills and murders everything that it touches except for you. And then it touches her and she's fine. And she can control the powers. The lady with the white hair because, hey, named actress that I don't know.
Jessica something.
Jessica Chastain, yeah.
Chastain, that's what it is. So
Yeah.
she could control a little bit
There
of
was
it.
a cool scene where she starts like turning all of the bad guys into hamburger helper. She's just like, ugh, and then poof, and
Oh,
then,
yeah.
and you poof, and then it's kind of.
Are you talking about Dark Phoenix?
Yeah.
At the end. Okay, well we gotta talk about the train sequence because I like the train sequence. I don't know why
I
y'all
don't.
don't like it. So a bunch of aliens jump on the train, or they were inside the
A bunch of aliens with infinite respawn. First there's 16 of them, and then they kill 40 of them, and then there's 40 of them show up again, and then they kill one, and then they keep showing back up.
when we saw 3 of them drop at the beginning.
And it's just like, how? Where do these idiots keep coming from?
How many of your race are there?
They have bullet immunity, but only to like low caliber, and then
Yeah,
they
low
use
caliber.
they use like 40 cals, and like, oh no, bullets, big bullets, my only weakness. Oh
My
no!
only weakness.
And then Magneto uses handcuffs to try to fight 2 of them, and then he realizes.
Hey, that was cool.
no, it was stupid as fuck because in the
No,
next
it wasn't.
scene he does this, and then the entire train car crunches and kills all of them.
Well,
That's
Alex, you motherfucker. That's okay. Let's just fucking grind the whole thing.
Yes.
Kill everybody. Kill Xavier. Kill fucking all of
Xavier's
his
on the back
mutants,
train.
Kill all of his friends. No, they're in the same fucking thing. He obviously can't do that power. When he does that power is when all of the aliens are in one caboose. So he destroys that caboose. Okay. Yes.
He uses
That's
like a
why.
small piece of metal most of the time. He's just like, I can make this piece of metal go through your hand, and then you punch yourself in the face. It's like you
Yeah,
can.
that was cool as
You
fuck.
can take 2 walls and just smush everyone over
no,
and
with-
over and over again.
Yeah, with no blood. But I thought this sequence was cool. I liked it.
It was
fucking. Here's another thing: is Magneto was about to make it to go and kill Jean Grey that first time, where they're fighting amongst like in the middle of a city, or I should say one.
There's
boulevard.
one
It's
building.
just one boulevard. You could clearly tell it's a back set, right? One boulevard, and so he's about to make it, and Cyclops is like, I need your help, Nightcrawler. So Nightcrawler teleports him a little bit faster to get to where he needs to go. Then, Cyclops fires and misses Magneto, fires again and misses Magneto again. And I'm like, do you realize that all Cyclops has to do is
Look at him.
is look at Magneto. So apparently Cyclops goes cross-eyed
He was really excited, man.
because he didn't want Magneto to kill his girlfriend.
We don't know if Cyclops is cross-eyed. He could be just cross-eyed all the time.
True.
I'm like, Alex. I'm like, he just needs to look at him.
He fucked it up. He did get the coolest line in the whole film. He got the one F-bomb.
Yeah. I
What-
was
what-
surprised that even happened.
He yells at Magneto. It's like, you touch her and I'll fucking
Fucking
kill
kill
you.
you.
And
And I was like, oh, right.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And then he misses. And then he sends the next 3 scenes missing. Oh, shit, you can't hit anything.
Your face, Joe. This is the best. This is the best movie ever.
Well, see, and then after he misses Magneto 3 times, he banks his lasers off a rear view mirror of a car
No way.
to hit another car to hit someone else.
Which I don't get because earlier
Laser
it took
accuracy.
off the roof of a car.
Mirrors, bro.
but
How do they work?
The mirror just ricocheted. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, he's like, he's just gonna squint. That's what
I thought he
was.
ricocheted.
He was squinting, so
I thought he
less
ricocheted
power.
off the windshield. Okay, whatever. Oh my God! So going back to the train sequence,
Yeah.
I think there's some good fighting in the train sequence. Storm, I'm like Storm after using fucking ice cubes to push, the dude off like the bus or something like that.
She does the zappy. She zaps some people.
Yeah.
They get back up because it doesn't
Uses
do anything.
wind.
And then she uses her cold wind breath to like blow them away from Magneto. And then she doesn't do anything else.
Yeah, but at least it's cool to look at. And she actually fires at the main white-haired lady who comes back.
Yeah, who?
And it has the effect that you think it would. It's just like it tickles her. And she's like, and hits her back. And I was like, okay, cool. So they clearly established the power level there. And
But
I like that.
Storm in a spaceship, looking at a spaceship way the fuck over there in space, thinks about the spaceship and freezes it together.
Right.
So
But
with
she-
her brain, like with her mind, through space, through a bunch of walls, she can go instantaneously freeze, and she can't just be like, you freeze to death, you freeze to death, you freeze to death, you freeze to death.
Right.
You've already established that her power level is like crazy high, and then she ice cubes and then just goes like,
It's the dreadlocks, man.
oh, she can't beat the dreadlocks.
That's just poor writing. That's poor world building that you don't really establish the power levels. And when they do, the few times they do, it sort of makes sense. Okay, Storm at her
Nothing in-
full blast is
nothing in
nothing
this
compared to
movie
Dark
makes
Phoenix. I know. It's all done for spectacle. And let's push the plot forward and let's have an action sequence here. Okay, Storm, what do? Oh, you control lightning? Okay. You gonna do ice? Oh yeah, okay. Throw some ice cubes at this guy. Don't use your lightning here because that would solve everything, and we got to keep going.
yeah, we need
need
more movie.
filler.
There's 20 more minutes. Come on.
Just push him gently. They're back.
Oh no, it's so chilly. I wish I need a windbreaker.
Did they kill the one shank lady?
Yeah, she died.
How did she die?
They pushed her
Someone,
off the
she
bridge.
like successfully beats someone up, and then there's a hand that grabs her and then pulls her outside of a moving train, and we never hear from her
Oh
again.
no! But doesn't Michael Fassbender look on the train and he sees that she's all right? She grabbed and she's gonna walk up and fight some more, or was that one of the
No,
aliens?
that's an
that was
alien.
One
going-
of the aliens.
Okay.
He
All
looks
right.
out.
She
he's
dies
like,
off
"Oh."
camera, or she's fine. She's like hanging on the train tracks, like, "Come on, guys, I want to help."
Yeah.
She's
So
dead. For this purpose, she's dead.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Jean finally gets loose once the white-haired lady comes back, and she, Xavier's trying to talk to her, and in her mind, and he thinks that she's completely knocked out, but she's like, "No, I hear you the whole time, and now I know what my
bitch."
purpose is. I'm gonna fight for my family,
Mm-hmm. And then now,
the
even though
family
that,
that you just killed,
and even though you
and
can't,
tried to kill you."
yeah. And she can't control her powers the entire time under any circumstances. She's like, I have complete and total controls over my powers now for no reason. And you're like, you're hamburger. And then you're hamburger. And then you're hamburger. It's like, what the fuck is
Well, that
happening?
part was cool.
It was cool, but it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
was
She
not
just like
worth the
randomly
wait.
explodes out throughout the course of the movie, and then now she's just like, no, I got it. I understand everything now. So like, you're just a dick earlier in the movie. You're just like,
No, guys, I don't like picking that. And obviously, there's in-movie reasons for all that stuff. She's conflicted, and it's still a stupid movie. I don't know why I have to keep defending it.
I don't know why you are defending it.
Because I guess I like it a little bit more than you guys for its hilarity and entertainment value. That shit made me laugh when we pointed out what was happening.
The point where I started laughing is where Magneto had all the guns pointed at that chick and just went off.
I thought that shit was cool. What's
I
wrong
started
with?
laughing.
Never mind.
Did you?
I think I liked him more than these guys.
So
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
He already establishes that he can instantaneously crumple an entire train car, and she's standing in a train car, and then he can just go like, oops, smash, and then just make her go away. But he's like, no, I'm gonna do the cool thing because we haven't used up our CGI budget yet.
She's in the same fucking train car he's in.
He can't designate to only crush half of it. He's Magneto. He can do anything he fucking wants. He can individually pick up every pistol and rifle in the whole thing and make them fire. Of course, he can smash
that was
only half.
Way cooler.
No, it was dumb because it didn't make any.
It was way cooler.
It did nothing.
Hey man,
it didn't matter because like he saw all the other military guys.
He knows
shooting.
they have bullet immunity, and he's like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna use even more bullets. And she's like, dude,
that
I
didn't
I
work.
have
The
bullet
only
immunity.
thing that worked was a fucking 50 cal. So what are you gonna do?
yeah, I'm stupid as fuck. I know.
Like you said, they were just running out. It's like,
They were just like, we
So
have.
anyway,
some more
she's
CGI.
like, finally, the final battle is her and the white-haired lady, and she's like, you want this power? Take this power. She's like, and then she tries to pull away. She's like, no, put
No,
your hand
choke
back
me,
on my
bitch.
neck.
She's like,
Choke me,
choke
bitch.
me.
We're going to do this dirty style.
Yeah, choke me.
hurt me, baby. And then she flies up in the air, and then she burns that bitch.
She didn't establish a safe word though, so I mean.
So she burned that bitch. And so she flew into dust. And then she turned into the Phoenix because previously in the movie, the children, that was their only role. The children in the Xavier school said, oh, they're calling you the Phoenix. And so I guess her mind remembers that she was being called the Phoenix. And so she makes a phoenix in the sky, and then she
she's still
flies away.
She's still flying
She's
around.
just like flying over France.
is.
They renamed the most famous French cafe into the Two Friends
I
instead of.
saw what you were looking at. You were trying to look at the side of the building because it's framed to where you can't fucking see it clearly.
It says
I was like,
it says
why is
it says the
Alex
two
leaving?
it says the Two Friends, Le Deux Copains, and instead of it's supposed to be the Two Maggots, which is like the most famous of the French cafes, but they renamed it because it's the two friends coming together and
So at
like
the
who
end
gives
of the
a shit.
film, Charles Xavier quits. He just doesn't want to be professor anymore.
I thought they were gonna go with like the whatever the third Dark Knight
he
movie.
says retire.
Where he's sitting at the cafe and like Jean shows up and he's everything's great, but no, it was terrible too.
So he retires, and they rename it the Jean Grey School for the Gifted, and he's in France.
And it's now the X-Woman.
Baguette, and then Magneto shows up, and it's like, hey, bro, let's play chess. And then it's like, all right, but like, what happened? Raven's dead, and okay, cool.
Then in the background, car.
Yeah, you see the
I didn't see
You
that.
didn't see
you see the
it?
Phoenix flying in the sky of France for
Oh,
no reason?
no!
It was so
That's why he
stupid.
said she's
I
still,
was trying to
she's
look at
still
the
flying
fucking-
around.
I was still trying to look at the fucking name on the thing. You're telling me she's like,
She's
"Woo!"
flying through the sky. There's the flaming Phoenix flying through the
Yes.
sky.
Okay, so she's still hanging around Earth. I thought she was just going.
No, they got
I don't
canceled.
know.
They got bought by Disney. None of this matters. There is nothing else.
Okay, right, because there is no after credits. There's no during credits. There's no post credits. None of that
Just
shit.
a good movie.
Yeah,
No.
no plot.
All right, I think we covered all spoilers.
We did.
Is there anything that's gonna happen when I turn off this fucking camera? I'm gonna
I
have to split
really
this
want.
into 2 videos.
If you like musicals and you like Elton John, Rocket Man was amazing.
we
We saw a
saw-
lot of movies this week. We saw Godzilla, which was meh. We saw Ma, which was meh. We saw this, which was bad. But Rocket Man was
Ask
really,
me when
really
we saw
good.
it. Ask me.
when did you see it?
Saturday, Saturday,
Joe's favorite thing to do
Saturday.
is say, "Shut up, Joe."
Was it on Saturday?
Did you see it on Saturday? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it was really, really
So
good.
Joe
I
always
loved it.
sings that song on Friday to piss me off. I'm like, Joe, it's not fucking Saturday yet. You can't sing it until it's Saturday.
good song.
When we go on road trips, watch one of our vlogs, the medieval.
Oh, we're doing it
times
soon.
Vlogs.
Oh.
And okay, so that's y'all's recommendation to go and
Yes.
see Rocket Man.
So I like musicals, and I'm not a huge Elton John fan, but I'm familiar with like all of his work, and I love the film. So I think it was really, really good.
And my recommendation is Chernobyl. Joe turned me on to it. I watched Jeremy Johns, and that was the final thing that pushed me over.
Yeah.
Jeremy was like, "This is great," and I was like, this is out of the blue.
He
It
didn't
must be
believe
good if you're making a video for it out of the blue." So check out Chernobyl.
Yeah, but you do that like at home. Like if
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna
it's
pay money for a
HBO.
movie this weekend, like
okay.
Rocket Man.
you go see Rocket Man. And another
And
thing.
another thing that's fucking stupid about the film is, I've never been one to, get all on this, anti-social justice warrior stuff, and this is ruining our films and stuff. But I'm starting to see a fucking pattern in Hollywood and some of my favorite franchises. The first they ruined Star Wars with Admiral, Holdo and some of the bullshit there, and then they move on to but I'm starting to see a pattern in our franchises in a little bit, and so fucking Mystique has this line. Jennifer Lawrence has this line in this film where she goes, "Oh my God, the men in here do fucking nothing, and the women do fucking everything. We're like the only ones doing anything," and the film plays it straight, like that's what's going down. I'm like, bitch, did you know who made that X-Jet? You wouldn't even be able to do the goddamn mission.
Well, Nightcrawler
if you
and
didn't have
Quicksilver.
fucking Beast.
Well, even if they're just splitting everything, she just completely downplays everything, and she's trying to pick on Charles, which makes sense, right? But the delivery of the line was bad.
That fucking line delivery there is for the female audience that's watching, and it felt forced.
The women are always saving the men. They
bullshit.
should change the name to
Ex-women. And I was like, oh my God. It's like, and Xavier just sits there, takes it, and it's like he doesn't say anything. And just lets her go off on a tirade. But I was like, what the fuck is that doing in there?
Yeah.
They're a fucking team, but whatever. So ignore Quicksilver, which I guess the film pretty much did. I mean,
He got hurt.
He got hurt.
The
when
bad
he went
CGI
super
hurt
fast.
him, and
Yeah.
he
Wasn't
could.
bad CGI. I
That's-
don't know
Watch
what
it
y'all are
again.
talking about.
Where he's like falling down.
Yeah, he fell kind of awkwardly. You didn't even see the phoenix in the
No,
sky.
I liked this. I know. Fucking, I'm going blind, guys. It's not a joke. I am going blind. But I didn't see the fucking Phoenix. But here's the thing: is when shit was all slow mo. Oh, and they made me sit in the back of the theater because we normally are sits front. And they say, "Oh, those seats aren't available. You got to go to the back." But anyway, so when it's all slow mo and he's like jumping on those things, that's good CGI.
No, that part's fine.
That part is
but
good.
when
All
she
right.
goes like this, he tumbles in the most
Yeah.
awkward
and
way
he looks
possible.
like a cartoon
It's
or
terrible,
something as he
yeah.
tumbles. Yeah, okay, I will agree to that because he did kind of look foolish. And then he's taken out of the whole film.
Yeah.
And they forget that he's in the film.
He's
I
too
think-
goddamn
I think
fast.
he tumbled out of the whole film.
Some say he never stopped rolling. He's just like constantly rolling away.
They put him on a stretcher, but then he fell off the stretcher and kept rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a part of any of the other sequences.
Until the end, actually, he had one line.
What? I don't remember the line.
Oh yeah, the kid's
the
running down
kid's
the hall.
running
He's like,
down.
hey, slow down,
Oh,
safety
yeah.
first. And she's like, haha, he's fast. Get it? Get it?
He's a responsible
it?
adult. Yeah, that just annoyed me, and I was like, okay, I'm starting to see. Oh, and the moment in Avengers where all the females come together, and then they move forward, and then the fucking Star Wars, and then the fucking and this upcoming fucking Terminator Dark Fate where they kill off John Connor. John Connor didn't matter. It was just one girl. And
Tijuan.
Yeah, the T-1000.
T-1000.
I can't wait for the T-1000.
Amazing.
Why didn't you make that joke? That's wicked!
I can say it. I'm
Okay.
Hispanic.
Fine.
Wait, so are
you get a pass, but
I'm
nobody else
Mexican.
can say it. The T-1000. All right, guys. Just wanted to make that point, and I thought it was funny. So now we're done. I don't even know how to inject this in here, so I'm going to put it awkwardly.
It's gonna be super
in the
awkwardly
middle
put
one,
in there.
and then I'm going to
Yeah,
put
don't
the next
watch
one.
this movie.
Ready?
Sorry,
You go.
guys.
Yeah, don't watch the movie.
Okay.